Hey, what's up you guys? So, I'm in my room now. I did an update video earlier, and I was downstairs. So now I'm in my room. I am going to do a book review, 3 actually, and my cat is here. He's sleeping by my feet. So if you hear jingling, that's him moving. So I read Break by Hannah Moskowitz. And the cover reminds me of another series. I can't remember what the title was, like Ink or something. But yeah, the cover kind of reminds me of that. And I got it from the library, so ignore that. This was interesting and depressing at the same time. It's more of on a psychological, like if you're into, like if you like the psychological analyses and stuff where it's like, you know how they hold up like the ink splatters and they're like, what do you see? And some people are like, oh, a butterfly, and other people are like, oh, a face, or, you know, just ink or whatever. If you're into that type of stuff, then I recommend this. It's kind of twisted to me. I'm not gonna give away too much, but the storyline is kind of like sad. It's not hard to follow at all, but when it gets to like the middle to end, that's when it kind of starts getting like sad. And then it goes into, of course, the psychoanalysis thing more towards the end than towards the, not psychoanalysis, but psychological analysis. Although you kind of would think the main character is a little bit psycho. I liked it. I did. It was kind of like, I guess some parts of it kind of like hit like a sore spot for me. I don't do stuff like he does in the book, but like some of the stuff like he's going through, being like the oldest of 3, and then some of the characters he meets with like their depression qualities, I guess. But yeah, I definitely think if you are interested in it, it's neat. Even if you aren't into the psychological analysis stuff, it's a pretty good read. It's fairly short, and yeah, it's just okay. This book kind of touches on self-harm, which I don't want to get too much into it and have like my viewers, if anybody actually watches these, like hate me or whatever, but for my opinion, but I do think it is very, very not smart to self-harm, and that's kind of what he does in here. He keeps breaking his bones so that way they'll grow back stronger, but if you look deeper into it, it's also, in his case, a cry for attention. Now, I know people who self-harm. Not everybody does it for attention. Some people do it for attention. I've dealt with both types of people. I think if you're doing it for attention, that's really stupid. But if you're doing it because you seriously, you know, want to do it, you know, I don't think it's good to ever hurt yourself, because you could mess something up for yourself in the long run. Like, he could have broken his like neck and been like paralyzed or something, or broke his back and been paralyzed just because he wanted to make his bones grow back stronger, and it was like a cry for help and stuff. I don't know, I just really hate it when people fake it for attention, like they fake being depressed, they hurt themselves for no reason other than to get attention and sympathy from people and to have, their 5 minutes of attention. But like the people that really do have the serious problems with that, I really hope that they get help. It's just there's always going to be somebody there for you, no matter what you're going through. Even if you don't think people are going to be there for you, there will be. For example, like, if you do it because of your parents, well, there are teachers, there are aunts, uncles, other family. If you have no family, you can meet a stranger, a complete stranger who would care or who would help, because not everybody is heartless and like doesn't care. When it's something as serious as that, you don't joke around with that. You don't blow it off like, oh, you're just doing it for attention. You seriously have to take into consideration what the person is feeling, how they may react, stuff like that. So that's what this is hard to do a book review on, because it's a very... I don't think she intentionally made it to be sensitive to that, but if you are sensitive to that, I would recommend not reading it. Because in a way, I think this could kind of be a trigger. If you self-harm, I think this book could kind of be a trigger for that, because this is kind of condoning it. Not that I'm saying it's the author's intention, but because the guy in the book continuously breaks bones for attention, and towards the end when he's in the treatment center, there are other people who have self-harmed, who have eating disorders, stuff like that. The ending of the book is very, very sensitive to that. That's all I can really say. I know this is a really long, kind of like weird book review, but I'm trying to word it so I don't offend anybody or have anybody hate me for kind of my opinion, but kind of talking about a really serious topic. So, anyways, if you are interested in it, I recommend it. Just if you're sensitive to things like that, or if that would be a trigger for you, do not read it. Okay, bye guys.